Hello, good morning or good evening to everyone. Welcome to Mainframe Tutorial. So you're watching Mainframe DB2 Tutorial of part 6. So in my last video I was explaining you about different kinds of queries, that is subqueries, nested subqueries and correlated subqueries. So in this video I would like to tell you about how do we evaluate the SQL command, so which is very important when you're working with the COBOL plus DB2 programs. So let's go ahead and see. So SQL code is a DB2 supplied variable which will contain system defined numeric number that is generated by SQL statements when they are executed. So the possible return codes are 00, 100, or it might be many. So today I would like to focus on these two written codes. When SQL code returns code 00 indicates that successful transaction. So if it is having 100, it indicates that row not found or an end of the table or empty table. So the important point over here is every SQL statement must be evaluated with if or evaluate statement immediate after your SQL statements. So to use an SQL code, we have an system defined member SQL CA that need to be copied under the working storage section. Let's see an syntax. How do we code it? So in working storage section, just you have to say copy SQL CA and define the variables. So these are extracted from this copy book. So if it is SQL code with S9 of 4 comp and SQL state with picture class X of n. Now you start your SQL statements. So as you'll be writing your query, select EMP name from EMP where EMP number greater than 100. So this is a simple query, just I'm trying to read it. So how do you handle this situation? So how to evaluate these things? So since we have declared the SQL code variable over here, so if that SQL code returns 00, I'm thinking that it is successful transaction and displaying a success message. If it is throwing 100, then it may not be row name may not be available or end of the table. So any other cases, I'm trying to display it as an error. So closing this end. That's simple. This is the best way to start beginning when you write this COBOL DB2 program. This is the best practice you need to do once you go on. So on online we have a variable set of different kinds of return codes available on the if you go to Wikipedia, just type SQL code return codes. You can get various different kinds of SQL return codes over here, and it gives the meaning of it. When you write program, just you can handle those things. For example, if it is giving a negative values, if you want to catch this exception, so you can write your code over here and you catch this particular exception whenever you code it. So here you have different kinds of error numbers here available. So you can just simply wiki and you can use this when you program it. Okay, in the same way, if you look at the insert query, so writing an insert query over here, you handle the situation, and the same way for update query. So that's all today in my today's video. So in next video I would be telling you about the declaration of host variables. How do we actually handle it in order to connect with the DB2 table externally? So we need to define host variable members in our working storage section and retrieve the values from the DB2. So actually the variable defined at the fields defined at the DB2 table will be different, and the variables which we define in our COBOL program will be different. So it is handled by using as a host variable. So I will be telling you in more details where we use a DCL gen tool in order to create those host variables, or manually we create the copybook and we just call those copybook using that one. So that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comment me on this video, or if there is any better way to increase my way of expressing these things, so please share me your comments. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Have a great and pleasureful day.